everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm going to do a 10 question 10 questions on journaling. I watched a video by Documented Journey, I believe, that came up in my YouTube feed a while back, because I've been watching like art videos to learn how to sketch and just kind of watch people do what they do and try to see if, get inspiration. And so some of the journaling videos have come up who do like art journaling and stuff like that. And these ones, they actually do all different types of journalists. So I watched hers, which started it, where she has the questions on there. Then I watched Heather, and I can't remember the name of her channel, but they're kind of the ones that came up with all these questions and this whole idea. And there's a few other people who have joined in who have who either know them, I guess, personally maybe, or who have like been watching their channels for a while. And there was some really cool and interesting ideas that people have shared, and like the length of time they've been journaling and all of that. So I thought I would do that. Now, I didn't pull out all my journals. I do plan on doing that in maybe a future video, or if I do that before this loads, I will share a picture of what I have. I don't have all of them anymore. But let's get to the questions. So there is a tag that if you do want to join in this, I will link the Documented Journey and Heather's channel as well below. And so if you do join in and you want to share your answers to the questions, you can also tag them. If I'm not mistaken, I think I don't know if they're making a playlist or something so that they can watch, everyone can watch them. I think that's what someone else said that I watched today. And I will link them below, and then the hashtag for it is hashtag journal tag 10. So here's question 1. How long have you been journaling, and do you remember your first journal? I probably have been journaling since maybe I was like 9, maybe younger, but for sure around that time. At that time, it was more like the Dear Diary type of journals. I don't know. I don't have my first journal, but what I wrote down that I do remember, because I found one, although it could have been the second or third journal that I had at that time, but I tore out all the pages. So like there's blank pages in there, but whatever else I had, I tore away and I guess got rid of. It was a Precious Moments cover, a hardcover, and I think I had 3 of those at the time. I found one not that long ago, and I think I put it in a bin with the rest of my stuff, journaling stuff. And I think I also had one of the small little, like the ones that you locked. And that's what I used to use. And then I went through a lot of different notebooks, just regular notebooks. Number 2, what is the purpose of journaling for you, and why do you journal? I think it started out because I just like to write. And I think I needed an outlet to just deal with all of the emotions, processing things, and just dealing with school at the time, being around people, because I had a lot of issues with being in school. I was very nervous all the time in school. I just was like anxious the entire time and just wanted to get home. But I knew I had to be in school and do my schoolwork. My hair fell over. And so I would do it and just kind of be there. Due to all of that kind of stuff, I just tried to process that through journaling. And I think it kind of is the same still. I use it as a form of therapy, healing, for prayers, and partly for memory keeping. Like, my journals are kind of a mix of everything. So I'll have some where I'll write down what I did that day. Sometimes I write down a journal and I write a prayer for that, and I stick like sticky notes of quotes that I had or scriptures that I liked. And recently, this journal that I'm in right now, I started it February 1st, and it started off with just adding stickers, pictures, washi tape, and then I would put in some like devotionals that I was reading, cardstock stuff. And I did some that had, like I colored in with colored pencil, and a couple of them, like if I would do like little, like this kind of stuff. Like this, just kind of in colored pencil. And I'll kind of show you. This is like a devotional I had, so I just like, I never finished writing my notes, but I highlighted everything. And then stuff like this, just like different things that I stuck in there. And then in March I started doing watercolors, just really just coloring it in. These are stencils on the bottom, and this is just like stickers. And this is another one I did, one of the first ones that I just, this was a stencil to Be Still. And in these I just wrote scripture, and these are some printouts that a friend sent me. And so they're just like a bunch of different types of watercolors. I did do these are acrylics that I did here, and these were I was going, or still going through Today's Gonna Be a Good Day by Dr. Michelle Bankston. It's a devotional, a 90-day devotional, and I haven't been doing them every single day, but part of what I did was, what I do in here is I write down some stuff that really stands out to me from it, and then there's a question. I answer the question in the form of a prayer. And then these are just some poems that I did, and like acrylics. The acrylics, though, like they do stick together. So I'm not sure. I know I heard something about some kind of setting spray or something. Just some other ones. I'm not great at whatever I'm doing, but I just do all this kind of stuff. And you'll notice like I do stick in like sticky notes. In some places there's one here. And then this one I just did colors and sticky notes. These are sticky notes from Instagram, a girl named Lauren Fortenberry. I'll read this one. And she felt good in each moment. He was before her, he was beside her, and she carried his love deep inside of her heart. And the scripture that goes with that is, whoever conceals his transgressions will not prosper, but he who confesses and forsakes them will obtain mercy. I think those went together. I'm not sure. I know there's another sticky that I lost out of here, and it could have been the one that went with that, because I think this went with something else. But that's kind of what I'm doing. And like this, the questions, I wrote them on this thing. I was trying to do Feel the Flowers or something. I just kind of have no real goal with what I'm painting. I just kind of go for whatever. Do you ever abandon a journal or have journaling breaks? If so, why? My journaling breaks come when I just have those moments where I just can't bring myself to write. I do have moments where I kind of like shut down and I just don't write, which doesn't happen as often anymore. I try to write anyway. I'm trying to make it a habit, even though I just write a sentence or two. As far as abandoning a journal, I've done that maybe a handful of times, probably not even that many. And a lot of times it's like at the end. So like before I got this one, I think the one before I have like 2 or 3 pages in there, and it was the end of the month. So I wanted to start the new journal on February 1st, beginning of the month. And so there's blank pages. And one of the ladies that I was listening to, I think goes back and does some stuff in the older journals. And I thought, that's a cool idea. Maybe I'll go back and like, now that I'm doing watercolors, maybe I'll just fill up those pages with some sketches and some watercolor painting, just so that it's not, it doesn't have any blank pages. Do you keep only one journal or many? Usually many. I try to keep just one, but then when I started doing these watercolor things and devotional stuff, I started doing another journal as well. So this is my main journal that I have. And then this is a new one I just started, and this is like the morning pages. I hit my surgery. I need to put a band-aid back on. Just the morning pages. Oh, my bookmark fell out. Then this is the body clutter journal. So I do that stuff in here. And then this is kind of like a journal, I guess, my sketchbook. And this is just, I only have a few things in here. So, but I'm using that as sort of a journal as well because, just to kind of, when the words don't come, I either sketch or I paint. And I don't have my watercolor journal over here. I have a painting drying from last night. It should be dry now, but I just kind of have it over there. And then I watched a couple of people, I don't know when it was a couple of men, I believe, 2 different videos, but they were talking about pocket journals and the idea of carrying around the small journals instead of like using your phone for all your notes and things that you wanted to remember or whatever. And I used to carry, well, I carry my journal, my big journal around, but I'm like, I don't want to clutter it with all these other things that, because like, you know, when I usually write something down, I write it real messy or something and I want to remember it. So I thought, well, if I write it in something else, then I can go back and journal about it or something. So I had found these at Dollar Tree. There's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them. Joke about living on the alien highway. My dad's joke. But so I have the alien ones and I bought them for that reason. But so like this one has the measurements I took for back in April when I first started this journey of like wanting to keep track of what my measurements were, my weight and all that kind of stuff. So that's in there. And then a lot of this is like videos that I've watched on YouTube that I just want to take some quick notes on, some ideas for some of the videos, phone calls I've had that I didn't have nowhere else to write them, and just like a lot of this is like recent videos that I've watched that I wanted to take notes, the quotes that I want to remember, even journaling prompts in here, and just like different things like that. So that's something I carry with me, and I try to write all that stuff in here so then later on I can either add it to my art journal or my regular journal. Let's see, number 5. What makes a journaling system right for you, and what do you need in a system? I don't think I have a system necessarily. As far as journal, it's whatever feels good to me at the time. So I will go, and this is how I pick books out too. I'll go and it's something stands out to me about it. Like this one, I just love that it was just plain brown. I've been in like a brown type of thing. So like if you see a lot of my paintings, there's a lot of brown, a lot of sunsets and sunrises and just this desert. We live in the high desert, so that idea. So I really liked that. But I've used like these composition books, these kind of notebooks. I've used regular spiral notebooks, the one subject. I even did one, I don't know if I did 2 or not, but I know for sure I did one of those 5 subject big college ruled notebooks at one time. That one was fun actually because there's so much space that I had a lot of sections that I could section out, like a devotional here, a prayer here, something I wanted to talk about here, and I would just kind of like do stickers or little like decoration around each section. So that's question 5. So number 6, do you have a favorite notebook or pen when it comes to your journaling? Not really. Although I will say that I will use most types of journals. Like this one's just a line journal. The only thing I don't like about it is it has the date at every page, and I just usually would write more than 1 page in here. But as far as pens, this one, I just started using these now and I really like them. They're cello pens. They're top ball smooth. I don't know if you can see that. This like lighting is really weird. The way I have it set up here, and it doesn't let me focus. I don't know why. But those ones, and my other favorite pens, because this is like, my system is this. I'll show you some. This thing is full of pens and highlighters. And I'll just pick something out that feels right to me at the time. So like I even have these pens. They're pretty good. But one of my favorites, I guess, would probably be the Pilot G2. These ones are the 7. I love the 10 as well because it's a little thicker. So I use those like when I'm especially on stuff that I'm painting. And I think I ran out of those. And then these ones, is this the one, the Optimus? I think I got these at Dollar Tree. I'm not even sure where I got these ones. This is just like some ideas of like pens that I use. And I guess I don't see my black pen that I normally use. These are some other ones that I like. These ones are the Pilot Precise Rolling Ball Extra Fine. And the other ones that I used to use a lot, and I still like them, but it's another one, like I said, I have to be in the mood to use. It just depends in the, like, whatever I'm in the mood for, I'll use. And if I can find one, I will show you, but it seems like, and I can't remember what they're called. I know I have some because I was just using one a couple days ago. So let me see if they're back in here. Oh, these ones are some good pens. A friend of mine, I think Diana, sent me these a few years ago. They're really used. They're the Micron. I can't even read those anymore. See if okay. Micron 01. It says on this one. So these ones here. And I love those ones to do like real fine writing on things. And then this one is, I don't know what these pens are. It's just one of these pens that you can get for like for like $1 at Walmart. These I loved. I think I've gone through a lot of those. But that's just like the idea. It depends on what I'm what I feel like writing in, and sometimes I switch colors. And so yeah, it's just whatever I'm feeling at the time. How would you describe your journaling style? I have no idea. I don't think I have any set style. I just kind of go with whatever. Like right now, like I said, I'm doing like devotional notes and different things like that in my journal. And then, you know, just memories, different things. I think I just kind of have an all over the place kind of journaling style. Number 8, who or where did you get your journaling inspiration from? Well, I've always loved to write. So I don't know where that came from. I just always loved it. I love to read. So I think that's why I like to write. So, because I wanted to write my own stories. And then like more recently, just people on YouTube that I've watched that, you know, talk about journaling. I really need to get back into this more consistently. And my cousin, Ish, he wrote like I did. He loved to write. He still does. He'd have notebooks all over the place filled with all these stories that he was writing, short stories, different stuff, telenovelas, which is like Spanish soap operas. I mean, he had them detailed and everything, and I think he still does that, as a matter of fact. So like, just stuff like that. And we were always together, so I think we got that kind of thing from each other to write. Number 9, what does your journaling routine look like, and how often do you journal? I try to start early in the morning, although I will journal all day long, off and on, whenever I'm able to. I do carry it with me everywhere. I have a book bag. I have a few of them that I use. Right now I'm using a yellow one that says Be Kind, I think. There's a bee on it because I love bees and sunflowers. And so I'll do a video. I want to do a video anyway on like what I carry in my book bag, Bible, because it's like Bible journaling, book bag, art bag, I don't know, everything. So I do carry it with me all the time. So I will journal every once in a while, often through the day. And I do try to do that daily. Number 10, your one tip for a beginner who wants to get started journaling. The only tip I have really is just start. Just find a notebook that you feel good about. You know, even if it's not something that you've tried before, go to Walmart, get a cheap one, whatever. It doesn't matter, like something that looks pretty to you or just feels good in your hands. And do the same thing with pen, pencil, whatever you want to use, and just start. Just write your thoughts. Whatever comes to your mind, write it down. If you're artsy, try to draw on it and write something, write what you're thinking, what you're feeling, or whatever when you're drawing. Really, that's it. Just start, because I know when I overthink it too much, then I don't say anything. I don't write at all, because I'm like, no, I want it to be perfect. I want it to just start and just let it be messy, and eventually you'll just enjoy the process. Really, just that's it. So those are the 10 questions. And if you'd like to join in, I will leave the information below of the 2 ladies who came up with this, their channels, and the video. I'll link the videos as well, from the 2 that I watched that they were in. And if you do this, do join in, just use the hashtag journal tag 10 in your what do you call it, in your title, and also tag them. And if you'd like, you can tag me in it as well, so I can watch your videos. And I guess that's it for today. And I will see you in the next one. God bless you. Bye.